growing up wasn't really the best thing for me. Like, I experienced a lot of stuff that a child should not have went through. And the reason why I say that is because at the age 5, I was raising my sisters and brothers. Like, literally raising them. And it hurts me because people look at me and they say, that bitch is crazy, that bitch is cuckoo, that bitch is this, that bitch is that. But why am I like this? Why do I do these things? Why do I react like I react? Because of the shit that I've been through. And a lot of people don't see that. They don't understand. They don't know. And I just feel like being on the Bad Girls Club will give me an opportunity to express myself more, let people know what I've been through in life, let people see the inner me, because holding it in, it just builds up and it makes it more intense to tell anybody about. And then that hurt turns into anger, and then that anger turns into me latching out on everybody. But like I said, growing up at the age 5, I did a lot. Like, my mom had me when she was 12 years old. And, well, actually, she was 11. But, like, my birthday is in April. Hers is in June. She was actually turning 12 by the time, that I was born or whatever. But right now, I think I want to say she's 34, 35, and I'm 22. But, sorry, I saw somebody pass by. But anyways, so I grew up and I actually got taken away from my mom when I was 5. But I'm going to tell you a little about from the time I remember to the time I am now. But at the age 5, it was an incident happened where my mom had locked me and my brother in a room, and I called the police because I was afraid. Like, I was only 5. I was scared. It was dark. Nobody was there. It was just me. I was 5, and it was me and my brother, I meant to say. So I went and I called the police, and they came in and they took me and they took my brother. I'm really not going to get all into the details because I don't really want everyone to know about that situation. But if the BGC producers asked me what happened, I would tell them. But anyways, so the police came and they got us, and from the age 5, I was transported to the police department where the department services could come and pick me and my brother up. So from that point on, at the age 5, I've been from place to place, like home to home, house to house, different group homes, different orphanages, stuff like that. But I'm not telling y'all this stuff to feel sorry for me. I'm just giving y'all a little insight on where a lot of my anger could come from. Growing up without my mother and not even knowing who my father was, saying to myself, like, I'm a beautiful girl. Like, why did she not love me? Why did these things have to happen where I had to be in these situations? But I was raised by my grandmother. She was the one who came and got me from the department services, and from the age 5. And I was raised by her. And she was a sheriff officer. She did sheriff officer for about 37 years. But being an orphan, living in the home with a person who you know is kin to you, you feel like you have more authority, to act out how you would not do if you was living with somebody that you didn't know. And so I acted out for attention and everything else because I'm a child without a mother. Like, so I bucked on my grandma. I'm not proud of this. I'm not boasting. But I bucked on my grandma. I like fought her all the time. Every time she told me to do something, I was rebellious. I kicked, I screamed, I tore up stuff. I cursed her. Everything that you can think of a child shouldn't be doing, I did it to my grandmother because I was more angry at the situation of me not being with my mother to the point where I took the anger out on everybody around me. So, like, in school, like, my grandmother had to come out to the schoolhouse every day for me because I was getting in trouble. Like, I got in so much trouble that the principal himself got tired of paddling me. He was like, you know what, Miss Perkins, Miss Allen, she's just too disruptive. Like, we're just going to have to take her out of school for a little while and find out what another solution is because she's bullying the other kids. She's arguing, she's fighting, she's stealing stuff from people. She's always disruptive, destruction, everything. She's always tearing up stuff. So my grandmother decided, if she's not going to be in school, I'm a sheriff officer. I can't work like this and trying to figure out a place to put this nut job, basically. So let's put her back in the system. Here I am, back in the system again, going from place to place, meeting new people. And it was kind of, anger just began to build in me even more. And I'm saying to myself, like, even my grandmother don't want me. Like, how could this happen to me? Why is this happening to me? Like, I ask myself that a lot. Like, why do I go through the things that I go through? Like, it's, excuse me, I'm kind of getting teary-eyed here. But like I said, I don't want you guys to feel sorry for me. I just want everybody to know that I am a bad girl. Like, I just don't give a fuck. I feel like nobody gave a fuck about me. So why should I give a fuck about anybody? I fight. I curse. I will fight anybody that cross my path. If you look at me the wrong way, I'll be ready to knock you in your shit. Like, if you say the wrong thing to me, it might escalate some shit that happened to me when I was younger, and I might just knock you the fuck out. Don't ever talk about what I've been through. Don't ever use that against me, because that will get your ass beat the fuck up too. Like, being that I went through the stuff that I went through, if I like you enough to sit down and have a confidential talk with you and tell you the things I've been through, don't throw it up in my face. Camilla, I fuck with you. Excuse me, that's the train coming through. It's really loud. Give me a second. I'm coming back. Hopefully. I live right behind a train, you guys. Sorry. I'm sorry. Just somebody pass through. Just give me a second. It's gonna pass through. I'm like standing right at the back door. I'm sorry. Are you done, train? I think it's done. But anyways, like I was saying before I got really interrupted by the fucking train, Camilla, I fuck with you. Like, I fuck with you real hard because you're real as fuck. But that shit you pulled when you threw up Jada's mother being a crackhead, I did not like that. That shit did something to me, because people go through stuff. And you can't look at a person's outer appearance and say, oh my God, she was battered when she was younger. Oh my God, she went through this when she was younger. So that's a no-no. I really don't give a fuck how you feel about my comment. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with you real hard though. Like, you real as fuck. I fuck with you. But if you would have done that shit to me, I'd have been ready to dig so far off in your ass, BGC would not have been able to even pull me out of you. That's a no.